The Clever Shepherd. Hello, everyone. Today, we have a very interesting story about a young shepherd who was not the strongest or the fastest, but he was definitely the smartest. By the end of this story, we will learn how intelligence and quick thinking can help us overcome any challenge. And that's not all. While we listen to the story, we will also learn some new words and how to use them in sentences. This will help us improve our English in a fun and easy way. So, stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a boy named Leo. He was a shepherd, and every day he took his sheep to graze on the hills outside the village. While other boys enjoyed playing or helping their families with different tasks, Leo preferred to rest under a tree and watch his sheep from a distance. Some people in the village thought he was lazy, but Leo didn't mind. He believed that working smarter was better than working harder. One day, the king announced that whoever could solve 3 difficult challenges would receive a bag of gold and a position in the royal court. Leo, though not very ambitious, thought, a bag of gold would be nice, and solving problems is more fun than working hard. So he decided to give it a try. On the day of the competition, many strong and intelligent men gathered at the palace. The king's advisor stood in front of the crowd and said, "The first challenge is simple. You must cross the deep river in front of you without getting wet." The contestants looked at the river. It was wide, and the current was strong. Some tried to jump across but failed. Others looked for a bridge, but there wasn't one nearby. Leo, instead of panicking, sat on a rock and thought carefully. Then, he noticed a large log floating down the river. He quickly grabbed a long stick and guided the log towards him. Then, he climbed onto the log and used the stick to push himself across. The villagers cheered as Leo reached the other side, completely dry. The second challenge was even harder. The king's advisor led the contestants to a cave filled with wild wolves. "Inside this cave," he said, "there is a golden crown. The person who brings it back safely will pass this round." The other contestants hesitated. Some tried to scare the wolves with fire, but the animals only became angrier. Others tried to run inside quickly, but the wolves chased them out. Leo watched quietly and then got an idea. He took a piece of meat from his bag, which he always carried for his sheepdogs, and threw it far away from the cave. The hungry wolves ran after the meat, and while they were distracted, Leo calmly walked inside and took the golden crown. The final challenge was the trickiest. The advisor led the remaining contestants to a large pile of hay and said, "Hidden inside this pile is a tiny silver key. Whoever finds it first wins." The contestants immediately started digging through the hay with their hands, tossing it everywhere. It was a mess. But Leo didn't rush. He sat down and thought. Then, he took out a small candle and lit it. He held the flame near the hay, but not too close. Soon, he heard a small clink. The heat had warmed the metal key, making it expand slightly and causing it to fall to the bottom. Leo calmly reached down, picked up the key, and handed it to the advisor. The crowd gasped in amazement. The king himself smiled and said, "Leo, you have proven that intelligence is more powerful than strength. You are the winner." The villagers, who once thought Leo was lazy, now cheered for him. This story teaches us that being smart and thinking before acting can help us solve even the most difficult problems. Hard work is important, but using our minds wisely is even better. Let's learn some words. Resourceful meaning: able to find quick and clever ways to solve problems. Example: Leo was resourceful when he used a floating log to cross the river instead of swimming. Challenge: meaning: a difficult task or problem that requires effort to solve. Example: the king gave the contestants a tough challenge to test their intelligence and strength. Distracted meaning: unable to focus because something else has caught attention. Example: Leo threw a piece of meat to distract the wolves so he could safely enter the cave. Contestant meaning: a person who takes part in a competition. Example: many strong contestants joined the competition, but Leo won by using his intelligence. Obstacle, meaning something that makes it difficult to move forward or succeed. Example, the deep river was an obstacle, but Leo cleverly found a way to cross it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.